Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Alright, and we're live. Nathan Bunnett, episode 54 with my man Ceejay Hoop Talks. He's the first guest of the year. Yes, sir. I was gonna try and get Jeremy, but Jeremy was too busy, bro. So I'm gonna have him try. I'm gonna try and get him next week. So I did like my best of video, and I created a count of like all of the collabs I had throughout the year for my best of, and I didn't have that many collabs, so I was like, I gotta get some more this year. So I literally texted like everybody. I texted you, I texted Jeremy. I was like, let's get an episode, bro. So
And what's my man's name? Those guys. You remember who I'm talking about?
Up the score.
Yeah, up the score. He contacted them too, or what's up?
Yeah. Well, I said, like, I asked when's the next time they're recording, and they record on Wednesdays, but I work on Wednesday, so we'll see. I'll try and get with them. But, yeah, anything exciting happened for 2024? We're, like, 5 days in so far, so.
Hey, man, I'm up to 200 followers? No, not 200 followers. I hit 6,500 followers on Instagram, so.
Let's go, boy. I gotta start posting more on there, so.
Please.
Hey, we'll get some clips today, and I'll post them on Insta, and you'll be a collaborator, so don't worry about it.
Hey, you send me. All right. You know, we talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it off camera. Anyway, I talked about this a lot last episode, but Draymond Green, actually a couple hours before we started recording, he actually came off of suspension, and it was for 12 games. So how do you feel about his suspension? Should it have been longer, shorter? Like, I made a controversial hot take. I said, bro, honestly, I feel like the Warriors should just trade him at this point, but what do you think?
I mean, bro, do you think, personally, I feel like that whole suspension thing, I think they were just like letting him cool off, get the time off, just be like, hey, because, he has a lot of anger issues, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just want to punch everything, you know what I'm saying? So, I gotta stop saying, you know what I'm saying? Basically, I feel like Draymond Green, they need him back. They need him back in the starting lineup. Their defense has been terrible. Steve Kerr don't know what to do. He's playing these young guys asking for minutes since Draymond's gone, So they just wanted Draymond back. I feel like they didn't want to suspend him. They was like, all right, they're suspending him just for public purposes, They didn't really care about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My big thing is, like, I feel like every time we see Draymond, he's doing something. Like,
yeah.
Like, that's my thing. That's why I'm like, because I know people are gonna, like, debate this, and, like, some people say this is a conspiracy, but one of the reasons that KD left the Warriors was because of Draymond. Like, Draymond and him got into, like, a lot of fights and, like, shit like that, and there's a lot of, like, mic'd up, like, moments between him and Draymond. And, like, you obviously look with recent events, and you have Jordan Poole as well. So it's like, I feel like he creates a negative aura around him, which is sort of the point I was trying to make last episode. And that's why I said, like, oh, the Warriors should just get rid of him. And everybody's like, he's a cornerstone to the Warriors. Clay, Curry, and Draymond, that's their big three. You can't get rid of Draymond because he's a key part of the team. And it's like, but again, think about how much better it would be if they had a different power forward there instead of Draymond, So, but that's just my opinion. Like, again, every time Draymond's in the news, it's not for a good reason.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I mean, he got his certain moments. He's doing something nice. not something all the time.
Yeah. When's the last time he won like a defensive player of the year though? Like, let's get another power forward up in the Warriors. Get rid of Draymond. Let's see what he does on a different team, bro. Like I saw this meme. I saw this meme the other day where it was talking about like I forgot what it was, but it was something like explaining every NBA player in like a couple words and stuff like that. And they got to Draymond and it said most expensive backpack because they're paying him so much and fucking Curry and Clay are carrying him. Like that's my point, you know.
Yeah, basically he would definitely be out the league.
Yeah.
If he's running with anything. Actually, you know what? There's only one player I feel like they could definitely benefit from him. Damian Lillard.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely Damian Lillard.
They should try and get Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard and some parts of Trae Young.
Maybe.
But Trae Young, he don't like playing off. He don't like running. That's the only thing. But playmaking wise.
You know what? If you paired Dre Young and Draymond, though, that could honestly go kind of hard. Because the Hawks are missing, like, a big guy right now. Because they trade away, like, Clint Capella. They trade away, Collins, like...
No, they still got Clint Capella.
Oh, they do? Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I thought they got rid of him for some reason. But you know my point. Like, they don't have, like, a big, like, power forward or center right now. So...
They've been playing with, what's that boy name?
They've been trying to run... Yeah, they've been trying to run, like, more of a small ball. They've been obviously trying to run Trae Young and DeJounte Murray, and that hasn't worked. So, which I called wouldn't work, and I just want to point that out, because
you did call that out.
Yeah, I made bro. Spurs fans were mad at that video. As soon as the DeJounte trade hit, I made a video and I said I'm okay with this, and everybody was like, "What do you mean you're okay getting rid of DeJounte?" And I was like, "Hey, let's see it out." And and I said it wasn't gonna work in Atlanta, and sure enough. But again, every time my takes get questioned, bro, they end up coming true. That's all I'm finna say. Which
I feel like we speak with more experience than the person who just like sit there and they're probably like new to, or they just not the more like the person who actually sit down and watch.
Yeah, you hear that, everybody? Ceejay just said that if you question my takes, you're a casual. No, I'm kidding.
That's basically what I'm saying.
But yeah, dude, I mean, we can segue that into, I wasn't going to talk about this topic until a little bit later, but we can segue that into, again, like people questioning my takes. My Harden video, bro. I don't know if you've seen that on my channel. My Harden video is like getting dislike bombed and hate comments and shit like that. Like, people are mad at my Harden take, bro, but I stand behind it.
I mean, what you said?
I said that the Clippers with Harden is not going to work. I said they're not going to make it past the second round. And everybody's like, bro, they can win the chip this year. And I was like, nah, bro, they a regular season team.
I'm not even going to lie. Look, I'm watching them now. I've seen the same thing. Like, they're going on win streaks. I was like, James Harden fell off, but we already know how these guys act in the playoffs. Kawhi's probably going to get injured. Paul George, he going to carry the team, get injured somehow.
That's exactly what I said, bro. I was like, Kawhi's going to get injured. Paul George is probably going to get injured. Either that or Harden's just going to refuse to play. I was like, hey, they getting win streaks, right? Because, like, whenever I made that video, they were 0-6 with Harden, So it wasn't as bad of a take back then. But then everybody, like, it started popping off. Like, it started getting more views when they went on a win streak. Because, obviously, like, it was a controversial video at that point. Because they were on a win streak. So it started getting more traction. But I was like, hey, you what?
You're literally not the only one who made it. I think every NBA outlet who does YouTube and all that, they made a video saying the same thing.
I know. I even included that in the video. I was like, bro, Ernie Johnson didn't like the trade. Shaq didn't like the trade. Like, and you're calling me out? But I said, I was like, hey, they're going on win streaks now. but let's see what happens postseason. And I said, I was like, if they make it to the conference finals, I will make a video saying I'm wrong. But if they don't get to the conference finals, I'm gonna be like, hey, I called it.
Yeah, like we win in the long run. Y'all lose it right now. I mean, y'all win now, we win later.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's literally what I tried to say in the video. I was like, let's see how long this trade stays good. I was like, in the long run, it's not gonna work. And everybody's like, it's working right now. I was like, yeah, it's 40 games into the season. That's why.
Like, are they really going against championship contenders?
Yeah.
That's the real thing.
Yeah. But yeah, that was. I wanted to get your opinion on that because I knew you would like. It would go one of two ways. Either you would back me up or call me stupid, but either way, it would make for a good video.
Honestly, if they're calling you, they gotta call everybody stupid.
Yeah.
Everybody for the same thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, they're speaking from the facts they know now.
Yeah.
Versus when it already happened. You know, like, it was quiet when they was losing and everything.
Yeah.
Everybody was on your side when they was losing.
Dude, did you see how petty I was after they lost to OKC? So, dude, I went in. I'm not gonna lie, this was petty as fuck, but I loved it.
Yeah.
I went. They lost to OKC, right? I went to the fucking people that said it was a bad take, and I responded to their comment with the score of the OKC game, and then a link to a song that said "Run the Fade."
Run the Fade is crazy.
But, dude, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like. I said in the comments, I was like, let's see who wins the OKC game, and then sure enough, they lost the OKC game. And I
OKC.
Yeah, they lost to OKC, and I even put in the comments, I said in the comments so I can hold myself to it, and now it's in a video, so again I'm being held to it. The same thing I told you. I was like, if they make it to the conference finals, I will make a video saying I'm wrong. And like all that, but yeah, I was like, I don't see them going that far, and what else did I say? Yeah, I was like, this is his fourth team in 4 years, and like I talked to all about that, and I was like, it's not gonna work, and I'm glad that you like backed me up on that, but it's like, it's got. I think right now it's got 30 dislikes and like 15 likes. So it's got twice as many dislikes as like. But this was what I was gonna say. I just remembered. My favorite thing was people commenting that have never seen my channel before, because you could tell you could tell who like had never seen my channel, because I made that video like hating on Harden and everything. And somebody commented saying, this bro's definitely a Warriors fan. He's praying so hard on the Harden's downfall. And then you look at my background of any video. Literally, like, I'm wearing this hoodie right now. Like, look at my background in any video, and you can tell that I'm not. But yeah, anyway, I don't want to hate too much on the people that commented on that video. I just thought it was funny. But we can talk about the Giannis game ball situation. Do you think I'll just ask you straight up, do you think Giannis should have gotten the ball? And then I'll explain how I can see both sides.
He dropped 60 points. Like,
yeah.
That was a career high. Like,
yeah.
They wanted to give the ball to come on. A rookie who scored like what, one basket?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Okay.
Let's be real.
So, yes, that is the stance that most people have. However, I watched an interview with Paul George, and Paul George made a really good point. He said, the Bucks were the away team, therefore they lose the right to the game ball if the Pacers have another reason to take it. And he said that is a very normal thing to do, is when a rookie scores their first points, you get the ball for them. Therefore, since the Bucks were the away team, the Pacers have more right to that ball, so they did have the right to take it for the rookie, because that's what people do for the rookie. And again, the Bucks lost their right to the game ball being the away team. Is sort
Wait,
of the
hold on.
condensed version of it.
Who ended up with the ball?
I don't know. So I looked it up during the last episode, which I haven't uploaded yet because I still need to edit it. But
Yeah.
they said that Giannis got a ball, but Giannis said he didn't think it was the game ball. Giannis said he thinks that they just found a random ball and gave it to him to make him happy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You'd have to ask the rookie, because if the rookie is also like, oh, I have a ball, then there's two balls here. So who has the real one? But I don't know.
And don't they play with multiple balls during the game? So like,
I don't know. So they could both get a game ball, but I think whichever one is like at tip off is probably considered the game ball, or whichever one ends the fourth quarter would be my guess. Because again, as soon as the fourth quarter ended, Giannis wanted that ball specifically. So I don't know. But yeah, that's why I see both sides, because like Paul George was like, because they're the away team, the Pacers get first pick at it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but if the Pacers don't want it, then the Bucks get it. So, does that change your stance at all, or are you still like, nah, that's Giannis's fucking ball?
Yeah, that's his ball. Yeah. I mean, if I was a rookie, well, personally, I can't. You know, I'm not even gonna put myself in that situation.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be different. I'll be different if I was a rookie. They're wrong. Yeah, I am different. Yeah. It's a sticky topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pistons losing streak. I mean, there's not much to talk about there. They're losing bad, and yeah.
Matching our losing streak. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know if you saw, I released like a 45-minute video about the Pistons, bro. It was, and my whole point on that video, to make that video, was saying that the Pistons aren't losing for one singular reason this year. It's multiple mistakes over several years that are adding up to what it is today. So,
yeah.
But if you could think of one thing that would save the Pistons, what would it be?
Maybe trade. They need to stop playing killing hands. That's one thing.
Yeah.
James Wiseman is one player I was so completely wrong about. He makes me regret everything I was calling him about. I remember when he was on the episode and I was calling the Spurs stupid for not trading for James Wiseman.
Yeah.
They knew about this kid before anything, man.
Dude, that's the thing about the Spurs, man, is they always they have, despite them losing right now, the Spurs have some of the best scouts and like people looking at trades that you can ask for, because they constantly win in the draft. They constantly like win their trades that they get. Like I can't think of the last time. Like, I mean, obviously the Kawhi trade, but that's a whole different issue. I can't think of the last time the Spurs have lost a trade or lost a draft. Unless you count Primo, but that's because of other stuff.
I mean, Derek White trade was kind of bad.
Yeah, okay. I can give you that one, but...
Yeah, it was kind of bad. I mean, who we got out of it? Like 2 second-round picks or something?
Yeah.
First round? Yeah, I was bad.
But I mean, like, player for player, though. Like
player for player? Yeah, definitely. We really don't be making trades unless it's like to the East. We don't ever trade. West players.
Yeah, and I'm not counting the Kawhi trade as a lost trade because the only reason I'm not counting that is because that one wasn't looked at about how can we be better. That was a spite trade. So but I do have like some mock trades for the Pistons that we'll get into later. But but we'll lead that. We just talked about the Spurs and scouts and stuff, so we can talk about how the Spurs are doing this year. Did they win against the Bucks or did they lose? I didn't check the score. But I saw it was tied. I saw it was tied for a while, and then obviously they were doing good, and I looked at who was starting, and Trey Jones was starting that game, so we were doing good with Trey Jones. So that just goes to the point that I've been making all year. So, but
Yeah.
what do you
I
think?
could tell you the whole reason. Like, I have a whole thing I could just like rave in on.
Go ahead, bro. We got 45 more minutes.
No, so there's multiple things. Jeremy Sohan. All right, thing is when we was losing, it was like there was really no chance of winning. The only reason I like when Trey Jones was starting is like against the Bucks and everything, we had that biggest chance and we seen it. You know what I'm saying? Devin Vassell, he was shooting remarkably. There was a lot of things, but one thing I have to say about that, we don't have shooters, and the people who can shoot, they can't defend, so they're not going to get minutes. And we're running Jeremy Sohan. We're like, I think we're ranked third in turnovers as a team. So Sohan, he's not trying to get benched. He's not trying to throw that's oh my god, I get so mad every time I see they don't pass Wemby the ball.
Yeah.
If you watch the game, Jeremy Sohan, and this is why I don't blame the player, just because like it takes my fault. I'm talking over my words. But players, they don't come into the league with that elite level playmaking or that at least above average playmaking, you know? And Sohan last year, he didn't really upgrade his playmaking. This is his first year actually, having the ball more. And that's why they're trying to develop it. But he's doing easy passes. He's not going to pass it into a double team, which Wemby, like, usually is going to get into down the stretch or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, then we running guys who really don't have that NBA talent. Like Julian Champagnie, I'm sorry, he should not be on an NBA court.
Mm-hmm.
Like he can shoot the three ball sometimes. That's all he's good for. In size. Who's another guy? I like Steady Osman, but sometimes he's too slow.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one who really be passing that ball to Wemby, and that's because he played in the NBA so long. So that's why he got that, at least average playmaking.
Mm-hmm.
But we won't run Trey Jones because guess what? He can't shoot. He barely can defend. He get killed by screens.
Yeah.
Devin Vassell, who's looking for a shot. Keldon is the only aggressive. Keldon and Devin Vassell outside of Wemby is the only aggressive people on our team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what really are we working with? Then we got Zach Collins. Zach Collins, yeah, he can pass the ball, he can shoot, but he's slow. We're running two centers.
Mm-hmm.
What that mean? That means we're going to get killed on the perimeter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I basically like I just broke it down to the fact that we need to pass Wemby the ball. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like we don't have the players to actually. We don't have the players that Pop was running most of the time, like we were losing and everything.
Yeah.
He was running players who really just don't have that talent of passing the ball.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like Trey Jones, I said Trey Jones. I made the video about why the Spurs are failing when they were on a losing streak, and I said Trey Jones is not the best point guard, but at least he's a fucking point guard. I was like, he's not the best point guard, but at least he is one. Like, and so I was like, he passes Wemby the ball, he play makes, like, and when he starts, we do well. Like, we played the Bucks, and even though we lost, we were fucking making plays. Like,
it's like the Utah Jazz. Like, the Utah Jazz, they suck.
Yeah.
They got no point guard. And guess what? I mean, they got Chris Dunn, but Chris Dunn, I don't really see him as a elite starting point guard. But guess what? They just run it through their rookie, Keontae George. They just needed a point guard. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's
But
what the Spurs need to be doing.
Yeah, and like we just need a better point guard, like or a point guard. We just need people that can play make. Defense is another issue because I went and saw the back home at the Dome game last year, like they broke the attendance record with the Alamo Dome, and they played the Warriors, which I know the Warriors are like the team that's known for 3-point shots and everything, obviously. But bro, the third and fourth quarter after the half, it was so bad. Like seeing it in person is even worse, and that's why I'm bringing it up because that was the last in-person game I went to. But like when you're sitting, like especially like as close to the court as we were, like sitting near the goal, like you just see how wide open like they're leaving people on the three and like all this stuff, and it's like, dude, like
Like, what are we doing?
there was like a run that the Warriors went on where like they just shot like I think it was like 5 or 6 corner threes in a row. Like they just had somebody in the corner of the 3-point line that was like just open every play, and they just kept passing it to him and kept shooting it because it worked every single time, like 6 times in a row. But I don't know, like it's annoying sometimes. But my before defense, the first thing I would work on is getting a point guard. So
For sure. I think that's number one thing. Then we just replace our wings. There's a lot of selling teams or teams that want to get rid of some players. I think I'm not even gonna lie. I really look. I just want you to hear me out on this when I say this.
okay,
Jordan Poole, Tyus Jones, which I love Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones, I feel like is the most underrated point guard. Like, he's so serviceable. Tyus Jones, Marcus Smart. I don't like Marcus Smart running point. Never mind. Shut up. But yeah, Tyus Jones. There's a lot of guys you can really just you can trade for, or we can go in the draft and get Nikola Jokic.
yeah. Well, yeah. Again, I just want to. I have some mock trades for later where I think we could get some good point guards, but it means we're gonna trade away like 4 players. You know what I mean?
I mean, how do you feel about Jordan Poole? If we trade for Jordan Poole,
I mean, I don't know. I haven't really been watching the Wizards games, so I can't really tell you. But I know whenever he played with the Warriors, it was sort of 50-50. Like, everybody joked about the Jordan Poole effect, where it's like you have a girl in the audience, he went off. But, and that's sort of like the thing I would be worried about. Because, again, our problem is that our point guards aren't passing the ball. And that would be what I'm worried about, is if Jordan Poole gets like, he's like, I used to play on the Warriors. I don't deserve a trash team like the Spurs, and he tries to shoot like every fucking 3 that he can, and then we just have the same problem, which is Jordan Poole doesn't pass the ball. But I don't know.
Oh, so you basically want somebody to like be hungry to get better and try to win. You want a winning mindset.
Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of players that we trade, like, the problem is that, I mean, as a Spurs fan, I have to admit that we're pretty mediocre at this point, and we've lost our luster, our shine since our championship. You know, we've been on a decline, and everybody sees us as like a poverty team now. So my thing is, like, if we trade for a player, you know, like Jordan Poole or even somebody better, are they going to give us, like, their worth that we're trading for? Are they going to give us their best, or are they just going to be like, man, I don't want to fucking be in San Antonio, fuck this place, and they just sort of shrug it off, you know? If they pull a James Harden where they're like, I'm going to sit on the bench for 20 games until you trade me again. So,
I mean, there's one player that's about to hit free agency, averaging 20, play point guard, serviceable defense.
yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
Who is it? You what?
I think that's what we're talking about.
I don't know.
Oh man, Emmanuel quickly.
Oh, really?
I mean, would you want him on your team?
I don't know, bro. I gotta research him because, again, like trade deadline's about to happen, and that's why I have some mock trades like pulled
Yeah.
up. But again, this is the scout's job. Like this is like what
Yeah.
our Spurs scouts do is like they analyze everybody we can trade for because like there's so many people that like I mean, you just threw out a name right now, and I feel like I'm in the Moneyball room, like where they have the names on the board, and they're like, "All right, how about this guy?" And like they just go down the
Yeah.
list. Like I don't know, man. I'd have to look into like every point guard that we can get, but yeah, that's the Spurs' main issue right now. But have you made your All-Star picks yet?
Nah, I need to. I need to vote for Wendy.
Do you need to do
Actually,
it?
you know what's so crazy?
You want to do
Huh?
it right now?
No. Let's do that at the video end.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you what your All Star picks were, but I gotta admit, last year I made a lot of people mad because I intentionally didn't pick like LeBron or Curry or anybody. So I made it
Yeah.
really clear this year so that people don't get confused because they're like, "How couldn't you pick these players?" And I'm like, "I intentionally didn't pick those players." So I made it really clear this year. I am picking the underdogs for All Stars this year, meaning I'm not picking the people that I know are going to get in, like LeBron and Curry. I'm picking the people that I want to see get an All Star that I assume probably aren't going to get it, like Cade Cunningham, Chet Holmgren, Wembanyama. Who else did I have? Or not DeAndre, De'Aaron Fox. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
This one services would be okay.
Yeah. So like decent players that could be all stars, but are probably gonna get outvoted by like Giannis, LeBron, Curry, KD, you know. So
Yeah.
um but yeah, I was gonna ask you what your all star is, but you don't want to do it off camera, so never mind. But who do you
Yeah.
think the MVP or coach of the year candidates are then?
Coach of the year. Really feel like Timberwolves head coach need to get it for right now. For right
Right
now.
now. Yeah.
Now MVP. It's switching up every day
Yeah.
because Joel Embiid, yes, he can win it again. I feel like Jokic, he should be third only because he got ejected twice.
Uh-huh.
People really don't bring that up, but that really hurt his stats up. But he's been amazing still. But Shea, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just call him
He needs to be in
SGA
the
because I
conversation.
mean, I people
Yeah,
pronounce it different
he
ways.
needs to be in that conversation. He needs to be in that conversation.
Yeah.
He definitely number two in the West. He has a better record than Luka, which I feel like people they just tend to say, all right, Luka, yeah, he's the better player, but SGA, he got a better case. Like
Yeah.
you can't say Luka no more.
Mhm.
It's not the top three anymore.
Yeah.
Luka need to go win some games before he say, okay, yeah, SGA definitely. I think he needs to be in that conversation.
Mhm.
Honestly, for me, he's number two for me.
I People give me like crap all the time because I say that Giannis should be up there like every year, but I mean,
And he should be up there too.
yeah,
My fault. Oh my god.
yeah. People are like, "Oh my God, you're such a Giannis fanboy because you want him to win MVP every year," and it's like because he has a case every year. But
Man,
um,
literally can't believe up right now.
yeah,
Nobody. Yeah. I
um,
mean, Dame, he got Dame, but still, Dame is not Dame.
yeah.
Dame won't be Dame. So,
I think
it's not.
my top picks right now, like you said, are
Yeah.
I gotta think of a third because yeah, it would be like Giannis, SGA, and let me look at the standings right now. I just looked at them before this, but I'm gonna look them up again.
Yeah.
Um, like Giannis, SGA. I know people are gonna say Tatum because the Celtics are winning, but Tatum's there every year and they don't win. So, I don't know, man. Who would I go as my third? That's tough. That's tough. I know you said not Jokic, but I might have to go Jokic or here. I'll just look up the MVP ladder right now. Who's
Yeah.
on there right now?
Um, Jokic.
I know Embiid's on there, but I don't think Embiid should win it because.
I think Tyrese Halliburton's in the top 10 too.
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring him up because the Pacers are winning right now. Joel Embiid's at number 1. Oh, okay, that's why he's averaging 35, 12, and 6. That's why he's number 1.
He's insane.
If the 76ers had a better record, I would definitely put him up there. And then Jokic's number 2, SGA's 3, Giannis is 4, Luka's 5, and then Tatum, Tyrese, Sabonis, Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards. I think you can take out Tatum because, again, he's there every year and he's never wins it. Probably take out Sabonis because I would honestly take De'Aaron Fox over Sabonis. Anthony Davis, again, another player that's like always in the MVP ladder but doesn't do shit because, it's Anthony Davis. He's injured like half the season most of the time. And then Anthony Edwards, again, the Timberwolves are doing really good, so you could make that argument. But I don't know. But Joel Embiid, now that I see his stats, yeah, Joel Embiid you can make an argument for. I just wish the 76ers record was better.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Joel Embiid, looking at those stats, that's, yeah. I will stand behind the argument that I'm tweeted out a couple years ago. Do you remember what it was? I literally bring up this tweet every time we talk about MVP. I made a tweet like 2 years ago. Like I think it was during COVID. I said if Luka doesn't win MVP by 2026, then the MVP is useless. Now, again, I was like, I made that tweet like in I think I made it in like 2021 or 2022 or something like that. So, Giannis and Embiid, they have a better case for it this year. Next year, we'll see who's winning. So, I don't know. But, so obviously Luka's not going to win it this year. But, I think that he should have won it at least a couple years ago. Like, he should have gotten at least one by now, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So.
Look, man, I'm going to be honest with you. It's just his team, bro. If he was like on a 50 win, no. I think he's definitely been on.
You cut out what?
Has Luka been on a 50 win team?
A 50 winning team? You mean like somebody that's over 500 or over 50 wins?
No, his team has like 150 games.
Let me see.
I don't think so.
Let me go to 2022. They were. Where's the Mavs? They were 38 last year. 2021, they were. Yeah, they have 52 and 30 in 2021.
I mean, 2021, that was Giannis? Or no, I think that was Jokic, right?
Yeah, because it was Embiid last year.
Yeah, Embiid. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. You just can't make the case with Jokic. Embiid. Yeah, you just can't make the case. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, but if we remove the big guys, all right, remove Embiid and remove Jokic, remove Giannis, remove those three players, is Luka, right? Yeah. All right. I was like, if you remove like those three big men, I think Luka has a good case.
I mean, it's not even the case anymore. You remove, it literally is like it's in for grabs. I think this year he probably could win it if Embiid and all right. I say if you keep Giannis in the same conversation, you remove Embiid and Jokic, Luka, he has a good chance. He has a great chance actually. Like it's up for grabs.
Mm-hmm. The last couple things I have on here. Did you see the Ja Morant celebration that people were getting mad at on like his
You
first
talking
game back?
about when he did the RPG? When he did the
Nah, he was yeah, that. He was like
that?
he scored and he started doing finger guns and everybody was like, "Bro, you're about to get suspended again." What do you think about that?
I I honestly think people should just don't care about the job. Like,
Really? Okay, I had the
yeah, if
opposite
you
reaction.
feel like if you're so scared about your child watching that, I mean, or getting questioned about it, you just inform your child. Because I'm pretty sure when we was young, like we knew about guns. We
Yeah.
we grew up watching regular show. Like,
Yeah.
come on now,
Well,
like,
I'm
we know.
talking I'm talking less about the public caring about it. I'm
Yeah.
talking more about like the teams and the players caring about it. Cuz
I think
like
they should. Yeah, I mean, it's just a celebration. It's not like he's actually going out and doing stuff. Like
I don't know. To me, it raises some flags. Because I was like, if I was Jaw's teammate and I saw that, I would be mad, bro. Because I'm like, bro, we just had to play 25 games without you. And then you're going out
oh
there
yeah,
making. Like, and then you're going out there your first game back, like,
yeah,
showing guns again. Like,
yeah.
I would be mad. I'm like, bro, you're going to get fucking suspended again, and then we're going to have to deal with your shit.
Yeah.
Like, you
I mean,
know,
when you put in investments, of course, yeah. I would definitely be upset.
yeah.
Be like, we're locking. Like, we're under 500. We're trying to make the playoffs. Yeah.
I saw a start bench cut of SGA, Jaw, and Tyrese, and like at least 50% of people said cut Jaw simply because of the gun stuff. Because again, he just seems like he doesn't care, and that's the problem. Cause he
Yeah.
got suspended, he comes back, he does the celebration. Like if he gets suspended again, like the rest of the Grizzlies are gonna be like, okay, bro, fuck you. Like you're just bringing the team down. Like you know. So that's sort of my stance on it, but um, give me just a second. Oh, and then did you see that Chris Paul is getting surgery on his hand?
Yeah.
Do you think that the Warriors are going to be better without him, or do you think this is a big blow to them?
I mean, we already saw it last night, man.
What happened last night?
I think, was it last night? No, it wasn't last night. All right, we already saw it 2 days ago. Um, today's Saturday, right? Trying to remember. Yeah, they had a back to back. I'm so tweaking right now. I mean, they played the Pistons. Everybody beat the Pistons. They, but they kind of looked like they were struggling against the Pistons, you
Mm.
know. And Curry had dropped like 16 points in the fourth quarter.
Uh-huh.
Losing a player like Chris Paul is always going to be like damage to your team.
Here, give me just a second. You can keep talking.
I
I
think
gotta write this up real quick. I'm writing
I
down notes.
think Jonathan Kuminga, he played like 36 minutes. Yeah, he played like 30 minutes, 36 minutes.
Okay. Sorry, I wanted to write down something so I wouldn't forget. But I saw I don't know. I think that if they traded away Chris Paul for somebody else that it would actually work out for them cuz
Yeah,
I haven't seen like how much Chris Paul is actually like done for them. I even saw a meme where it was talking about like Chris Paul it was talking about like Chris Paul ring chasing and everything obviously. And it had a picture of Chris Paul disappointed at like the free throw line while one of the Warriors was shooting a free throw, and it said,
yeah,
"Man, this team whooped my ass when I was on the Rockets, and now they're barely a 500 team. Whenever I joined."
yeah.
But yeah, how are we doing on time? All right, we're at about 45 minutes, so I'm gonna start the lightning round stuff that again I thought you would find interesting. I wrote down some start bench cuts. I literally wrote these start bench cuts down like 10 minutes ago, so I don't know how good they're gonna be, but here, let me write two more down. SGA and what was it? Tyrese Tatum and okay. CJ, are you ready for the start bench cut lightning round?
I'm listening. Let's go.
All right, start bench cut. Giannis, Jokic, Embiid.
Come on, bro. You can't do that.
Yeah, bro, these are hard. That's the point.
You can't do that.
All right, I'll start out with an easier one.
Okay,
And then we'll progress up to that one, okay? Because I want to do that one. All right, start bench cut. Kevin Durant, Curry, and Harden.
Okay, that's easy. Start Curry, bench Kevin Durant, get all Harden.
All right, start bench cut. Luka, Jimmy Butler, and Wembanyama.
You know what I'm gonna say. I'm a Spurs fan. Victor starting. Oh, you said Luka? Oh,
Luka and Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I'm tripping. Luka starting, and you wouldn't be coming off the bench for now. You know what I'm saying? In 2 years, we're gonna say something different.
Yeah.
But Jimmy Butler, yeah, he's on.
All right. The one we just talked about a second ago. Start bench cut. Ja Morant, SGA, Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton. Oh my God, that's hard. SGA start. Tyrese Halliburton bench. Jog it out.
Okay. Start bench cut. Tyrese Halliburton, Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards.
Jason Tatum starting. Anthony Edwards on the bench. Tyrese out.
All right. Start bench cut. Damian Lillard, Harden, and Curry.
Curry starting. Oh my God.
Oh wait, I said it wrong. I said Curry. I meant start bench cut. Damian Lillard, Harden, Kyrie.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm starting Dame. In the bench, I'm gonna put Kyrie.
All right. So now for the hard one. Start bench cut. Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid.
All right, look. For right now, I'm gonna just go off the standings. I don't care. Argue with the standings, not me. Embiid starting. Bench, Jokic, Giannis out of here.
Damn, bro. You gotta.
I'll give you my personal. Fuck it. Giannis started for me. And Jokic coming off the bench. Then Embiid is out of here.
That's what I would go with.
For real.
All right.
Like, I really honestly think if the Nuggets met the Bucks last year in the finals, the Bucks taking that thing home. They take it.
Bet. All right. What is? I was just gonna ask, what was your reasoning on the? Ja SDA Tyrese one, and then the Tyrese Tatum Ant one.
I feel like Ja. Wait, hold on. All right, you don't have to repeat the second one. What's the second one?
The Tyrese Tatum and Ant.
Okay. Ja. Honestly, he's a paint masher. I don't really like paint mashing point guards. I mean, Ja, he has a good mid range and all that, but his ability to shoot the three ball is not up to par with any of those two players. I mean, SGA barely can shoot the three ball too. I mean, he can shoot the three ball, but not at the volume as he wanted to. And I think that's the only thing that's holding him back. But Tyrese, he's more productive. He gets the team more involved. And SGA, he's more of a defender. He can literally do what Tyrese's doing, but except for the passing side with defense. And Jaw, I mean, he's a good defender too. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just pick Tyrese because he give up more production. It was between Jaw and Tyrese, and I'm definitely gonna pick Tyrese to give more production.
All right.
Um, and the second one you said, what's the second one?
Tyrese Halliburton, Tatum, and Ant.
Yeah, definitely Tatum. Tatum, he's a 6'10" Curry. Like, come on, man. I mean, not 6'10" Curry, but you know, he plays just like him at 6'10". So I mean, of course I'm gonna pick Tatum. Like he's amazing. He's an all-around player. The only thing I had to knock on him, I wish he'd drive more. I wish he'd like attack the paint. Like use more for size. Anthony Edwards, like I really think he's the already best shooting guard in the league. I already feel like that. Devin Booker's a point guard. Yeah, shooting guard. Yeah, definitely Anthony Edwards. He played defense. His passing pretty much good, but he just got that dog in him, you know?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So another lightning round that we'll talk about each one. Contenders versus pretenders. All right. There's no in the middle. It's either A or B. So you got to go with whichever one you feel is better. Are they contender for a championship, or are they a pretender, meaning they're a regular season team? All right.
Okay.
So let's get started. Contender or pretender Celtics?
Oh, contender. Definitely contender. If they don't win it this year, that's it.
All right. Contender or pretender Bucks?
You know what? Contending. Contending. A low contending.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if they make it far, but if they fail, I understand.
I think they're going to make conference finals and then lose. I don't know if they have enough with Dame and Giannis to make it to the finals again.
That's my problem, too. Yeah, I feel like I'm not going to lie, the way how Brook Lopez kind of been playing, it's kind of been, the age is starting to catch up. I don't think people like Bobby Portis. I think Bobby Portis is just like, he's okay. Like,
he's good whenever he's like off the bench. Like, he's a good six man.
Yeah, he reminds me of like Horace Grant.
Yeah.
But he's a better three-point shooter.
Yeah. Like, whenever Giannis was injured during their championship run, he was really good. Like, when he needs to, he can be dominant.
Yeah. And Brook Lopez was very dominant. I think people forget that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Contender versus pretender 76ers.
There's so many factors, bro. It's like asking a black and white question.
I know, that's the point.
You can't say that, bro. Like, I want to say...
It's content.
I'm going to say pretenders because I know how Embiid is in the play. Well, I can't even say that. He's injured. He always be injured in the playoffs, man. Look it up, man. Like, Google is free, but...
Yeah.
Pretenders. For now, pretenders.
All right. I have this one on here just because of last year. Contenders versus pretenders, the Heat. They're the 4th seed right now.
I know this is going to eat me in my ass later on in life.
Playoff Jimmy, bro.
I'm going to post this on TikTok. I'm never going to... In the Heat, they're going to have that one random role player that just go off against the Celtics. Like, it always happens, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just say pretending.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
All right, contender. This one I feel like is an easier one. Contender versus pretender Timberwolves.
Oh, contender. Definitely contender.
Really? I would have said pretender.
I feel like this year is going to be... If they make it to the Western Conference Finals, I wouldn't be mad. Their defense is legit. Is very legit.
Hey, if they win the conference finals, though, all I'm going to say is, again, defense wins championships.
Yeah, they're so nasty defensively. They're like the team that Pop wants right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. There's a whole bunch of tall guys and Mike Conley.
Yeah. All right. Contenders versus pretenders. OKC Thunder.
You know what? They're young pretenders.
Yeah, that was gonna be my reasoning too. Is they're too young. They're too young.
Yeah. They're gonna make mistakes in that playoff.
All right, contenders versus pretenders. The Nuggets from last year.
Contending.
Yeah, easy. All right, the controversial one we brought up earlier. Contenders versus pretenders. The Clippers.
Pretenders.
Thank you.
I'm gonna fit on this one too. We're gonna post this. I'm gonna make sure if you don't post this, I'm gonna make sure I go and edit this and post this. I'm not moved. Like, yes,
Yeah.
you're winning regular season games. I know how it's the same story every year, man. It's the same story. And they don't win it this year though. They need to blow it up.
Dude, that's literally what I said with up the score. One of the up the score guys like backed me up because even on the up the score show, like one of them was on my side and one of them wasn't. Like one of them was like, nah, the Harden's good, and then the other one was like, if they don't win this year, blow it up. That's what he said, and I was like, exactly.
The thing about them is they're really. I won't say they're always on the same. I don't want to say they're always on the same point, but they have diversity and they got people who like.
Yeah.
Have different, views.
Yeah,
I mean?
which is good.
Yeah.
All right. Contenders versus pretenders, the Kings.
Pretenders.
All right. Yeah. I do think that they're doing a lot better than they used to, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they made the playoffs last year, which I'm excited for them to make it again. So, all right. Contenders versus pretenders, last one. The Suns with KD.
Pretenders.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, even though their bench is playing good now, I don't feel like I'm so not moved about that team. Especially Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is the one person I'm just like they should have kept that thing for. I feel like they really should have just kept it out and worked out with him.
They are the worst fourth quarter team right now, which means that they're not closing out games. So think about that. You what?
I believe that. Especially, and they're doing this with KD on the team. That's scary.
Yeah, so they're not closing out games, right? And they're they're the worst fourth quarter team. So take that and put it in playoff situations. They're going to lose in like 5-6 games because they're not closing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's another point too that people I was arguing with this dude. He was like, "Oh yeah, Bradley Beal, they put him on top." But I was like, "Yeah, Bradley Beal, Wizards days, it was good. Like he was good on amazing numbers and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But people don't really bring up how much minutes he was playing.
Yeah.
To put up those numbers. Like,
yeah.
He was putting up. Like he was literally playing like nearly the whole game.
Yeah, he was playing like 42 minutes.
Yeah, like like he's like more like a volume scorer. Like like he score off his volume. Like he needs to put up shot attempts. Like he's not a good third guy with these two.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I even said that like when the trade was made, I graded the KD trade I think a C plus or C minus. And everybody was like, how are you going to give it that low? It's got to be at least a B or an A. And I was like, bro, they have no depth now. They have no bench. Like if one of them gets injured, which KD probably will, they're fucking done.
And it's another thing about that too. I think most NBA fans, they don't understand how good it's like to have that one random role player or those role players that just know their job.
People look at a starting five and they don't look past that. They look at a starting five and they think that's the whole team. You got to look at the fucking 10 other people that are on the team. A basketball team is 15 players, bro, plus a coach. You got to think about who's coaching that team, who's on the bench, bro, yeah.
The only team that literally won that just like you can really disregard their bench was like the 2017-2018 Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, because who cares?
Yeah.
all time, bro. Like,
even with the 2019 like Raptors, everybody's like, "Oh, well, Kawhi carried them," and it's like, well, they still had Lowry and Fred VanVleet when he was still good, and so they had Danny Green as well, which back then could shoot some threes, and
it'd be amazing on defense.
yeah. So we're reaching an hour, so I'll do this last little like rapid fire thing, and again, we'll talk about each one, and then I'll end it there. So I'm gonna give you some mock trades, and you are going to give them a letter grade from A to F, and you can use pluses and minuses. So
Yeah.
let's get it. Let's get it. Zach LaVine to the Lakers for I've said it backwards. Zach LaVine for D'Angelo Russell, Terran Prince, and Rui Hachimura.
B minus.
Bojan Bogdanovic for Evan Fournier and some picks.
How many picks we're talking about?
I think it was either 2 or 3.
That will be a definitely look. It will be a B for the Knicks. Well, not even a B. I'll say a C. If they can get Bogdanovic, Bogdan, I forgot how to say his last name.
Bojan
If they get him
Bogdanovic.
for, yeah, if they get him for like at least one first round pick, I give it an A for the Knicks.
All right. What about the Pistons getting Evan Fournier and some picks?
You know what? They get rid of a contract. I feel like they're already shut down already this year. They're not doing anything.
All right.
But is that another expiring contract? So I mean, a good beat. Like.
All right. DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso for Tobias Harris and some first round picks.
Wait, hold on. Say it again.
DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso to the 76ers for Tobias Harris and some first round picks.
That will definitely be how many first round picks?
2. Let me look back.
Well, I mean, if they've given up 2 first round picks, Bulls, I feel like that's definitely Bulls. That was in the more in the rebuild, which they're about to be going soon. So definitely A minus. 2 first round picks.
Here, let me look back at it. Sorry. Here, I'm gonna restart, and you can say like, hang on, why is my fucking thing lagging out? Give me a second. I'm gonna restart, and I'll give you like the more specifics, and then you can say like both team sides. So like the Knicks and Pistons one, you can say it's like A for Pistons, and then B for Knicks or whatever. So. It's just my thing's lagging out real quick where I have these written down, so give me a second. Alright. And some of these, I will give credit where credit's due. Some of these I got from Chat Sports, so. Alright.
Hey, man.
Alright. Mock trade letter grades. Let's go. Number 1, Zach LaVine for D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, Terran Prince, a 2026 unprotected, and 2028 top 14 first round pick.
That would be an L on the Bulls. That would definitely be a B minus. Lakers, I'll say a C or a B because they're giving up depth, and another thing they're also giving up. They're giving up key pieces that they should really just get. Like, I really feel like the Lakers need to invest in a shooting coach. Like, forget all that other stuff. Like, their main problems is shooting and defense, and they're bringing in a guy who who's going to be stuck in a shitty situation. I'm not even gonna lie. He's gonna be sharing the ball. You know what I'm saying? You know, the lights is
Mm-hmm.
gonna be brighter. Who's to say that Zach LaVine is gonna go off?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Bojan Bogdanovic for Evan Fournier, a 2024 first round pick, a 2024 second round pick, and a 2025 second round pick.
I mean, you know what? I think the Knicks get a definitely a B. Pistons, I say they're trading one of their top scorers, but they're not winning anything right now. So I say an A. It'll give them the rights to like venture out or play new players. So I give it an A.
All right. And then let me get this DeRozan one up because that's the one you were asking about.
Yeah.
All right. DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso for Tobias Harris, a 2026 and 2028 unprotected first round, and a 2029 first round.
Unprotected?
Yeah.
Oh hell no. Definitely. Honestly, Alex Caruso is one of the best defensive point guard in the league. So I mean, yeah, the 76ers did beautiful on that. But you know, there's a common misconception about DeMar DeRozan that he can't just shoot the three ball or he can't space the floor. He definitely can space the floor. He's just, you know, he chooses not to. He's more effective at the mid range.
Mm-hmm.
But you're giving up Tobias Harris and some picks for a team I'm not really moved by. I mean, they got Kelly Oubre and all that. So I mean, 76ers, I give him like a B minus. So
Okay.
I'm not moved by this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not very moved, but
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, no, not even a B minus. Alex Caruso bumped that even up. I say B plus.
All right. All right. Here's one that's going to be a bit controversial, and it involves the Spurs.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell for Keldon Johnson, Devontae Graham, 2024 first round, or two 2024 first rounds, and then a 2025 first round.
Do we keep our pick or are we trading our pick?
No, we're getting Donovan Mitchell. We give them Keldon Johnson.
Do we keep our pick or we're trading our pick for 2020?
We're trading our picks. We're giving the Cavs two 2024 first rounds and a 2025 first round, and then Keldon Johnson and Devontae Graham.
On our end, it will be bad that we're trading our pick. But Donovan Mitchell, he's such an amazing player.
Exactly.
I feel like he's gonna respect Victor more than he respected Rudy Gobert because this man Donovan Mitchell. Whoa,
Bro, the pick and rolls with Donovan Mitchell and Wemby, imagine. The only problem is we're giving away 3 first round picks.
Yeah, that's the only sad part. Yeah, and
it's either do you want to win now or do you want to continue to rebuild? That's the question.
I feel like it would be a bad trade for us because we're trading. I feel like if we could keep our picks somehow,
Mm-hmm.
and we trade away like some throwaway picks, like Atlanta picks, like we'll be straight. You know what I mean? Then yeah, that's an easy A. I'll give us a C. Because I mean, it really depends. Like this is hindsight. You know what I'm saying? I feel like on the future we could go back and whoever we draft, like. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know what pick we're going to get. So it's kind of hard to say. Let's say we draft another superstar, like Victor or another generational talent.
Mm-hmm.
That would be an instant out.
Yeah.
But we draft some bust. I mean, you know, like we draft a bust. I mean, or the pick just becomes like, you know, not a good pick. Definitely like. Age. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, Cavs would definitely have lost that.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's a handle.
This one I honestly think is an L, but Pascal Siakam for Chris Paul, Kuminga, and Moses Moody.
Warriors win. In Denver. the Raptors get Chris Paul, they're gonna buy him out. So I mean, it helps them further in a rebuild.
Okay.
So definitely, it would definitely be a good trade on both sides.
If you had to give them letters, what would you give?
I say the Warriors definitely get an A because they're gonna have to change their whole game style to help Pascal Siakam be that third or second best player on the team. And the Raptors definitely they're gonna be definitely A because they're gonna buy a Chris Paul contract and they still get Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody. I feel like Jonathan Kuminga will hit right with Scotty Barnes and them. But they're not going to get minutes. That's the only bad part. Because Scotty Barnes is literally at the same position.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say it's Thomas.
Yeah. All right. DeJounte Murray for Grimes, Evan Fournier, and 3 first-round picks.
3 first-round picks for DeJounte is already nasty enough.
That's the Pistons or no, not the Pistons.
The Knicks.
The Knicks and the Hawks.
Yeah, the Knicks. Yeah, they definitely take an L on that. And Hawks, I don't know, they're not rebuilding. So I mean, what the 3 first-round picks are gonna be? Serviceable, like 28-9. Is that scouting even good? I mean, before Trae Young, like. Who the really the Hawks really drafted? Man, Al Horford, Paul Millsap.
Yeah.
Like they're not known for good scouting.
So you giving them D's for both or what?
I'd say it will be if the Knicks don't win, that's definitely a C minus. And if the Hawks, they don't get anything other out of that DeJounte Murray trade, definitely a C still. So I mean, they're pretty much even on bad trades,
Okay. All right, the last couple ones I got here, I don't really have specifics on, so you could include picks, you could not include picks, but these are all involving one player from the Spurs and then other players from different teams. So, Doug McDermott for Andrew Wiggins.
You're gonna have to ask it. Warriors not doing that trade straight. We need some picks. I say a first rounder and 2 second-round picks. And he's probably gonna have to be a future first round, not even now. He's gonna have to be unprotected because Andrew Wiggins, he's still injured.
Yeah.
He's not. Oh yeah. Definitely, it would be an L on our part because I don't think Andrew Wiggins will fit with Victor. I mean, he plays defense, but that's really it.
Mm-hmm.
You need defenders to play defense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could have just talked myself into it. Never mind. I like the trade. I like the trade.
Doug McDermott for Jaden Ivey.
That shit is not happening. That shit is not happening. You gonna cut off an arm and a leg with that too, or you gonna go? Oh man. That shit's not happening.
Yeah. Doug McDermott for James Bouknight.
I don't even think James Bouknight is even on the NBA team anymore.
Is he? Let me check. Did he get moved down or what?
I think he got waived.
Did he?
Yeah, honestly, I think we'd be taking an L getting him.
Team. It says he's still a shooting guard, but let me look up James Bouknight waived. No, he's still playing. He's just injured right now.
He's injured?
It says he's recovering from knee surgery.
Yeah, the Hornets will definitely have to trade us, like, give us a pick. We're
Uh,
doing them a favor. Yeah.
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 All right. Doug McDermott for Spencer Dinwiddie.
We definitely gonna have to add second round picks. I don't think the market is very high for a player like Spencer Dinwiddie.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
so basically how I'm understanding it is, if you had to try and balance out these trades, Doug McDermott for Andrew Wiggins, you'd have to add picks from us
Yeah.
for like 2029, 2030, something like that.
Yeah.
Um, for the Spurs, Doug McDermott for Jaden Ivey. Which team did you say had to give picks like to balance it out?
He said Doug McDermott for Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
I said that shit just not gonna happen unless like we give him like we gotta give all like a lot of our picks.
All right, so lots of
Oh,
picks.
at least three first rounders. Yeah, I don't know how high like the Pistons are on Jaden Ivey.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean he's still like young, so they're
Yeah.
definitely gonna, you know.
So then Doug McDermott for James Booknight, we would have to get picks in return.
Yeah, we gonna have to get that shit. Yeah, because James Booknight, last time you heard him.
All right, and then Doug McDermott for Spencer Dinwiddie. Again, we have to get some picks back.
No, we gonna have to get some picks. We gonna have to get.
Oh, we're giving them picks. I thought you were saying the
Yeah,
market for Dinwiddie is small, so that we have to give, or they have to give us more picks.
nah, we definitely gonna have. We're gonna have to give them second rounders. It's
Okay.
not high, you know. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Um. Well, I think. What time are we at? We're at over an hour at least. Yeah, we're at 117 right now, so we can call that an
yeah,
episode if you want. So if you don't know who CJ Hoop Talks is, I don't know how you're on my channel and not his. Cause he's he's bigger than I am currently. But yeah, go follow him on Instagram. He's popping off on Instagram. That's like his main platform now, rather than YouTube. But he's got a YouTube channel as well that will be linked as well. His YouTube and Instagram. Go check him out. He's a buddy on the channel. He's been on the channel multiple times. So yeah, go check him out. Um, Anything else you wanna plug? Like any projects you working on, or any big news or anything?
man, man, this video editing shit is hard, bro. That's why you gotta subscribe to us, man. Like, God,
Yeah.
like hard, man. It's long, it's tiring, man. Like, my bags under my eyes, just trying to make y'all happy. Come on, hey, man. I mean, definitely, man. We gonna start crazy this year, man. It's 2024, man.
2024,
COVID.
I plan to go off, bro. Again, so this is the thing I wanted to plug, and maybe CJ can like say something about it. I am on 690 right now. Let's get 1,000 by the end of the year, bro. 2024, make it our year.
Yeah,
Um,
please.
yeah, let's hit. What are we at? We're at like 90 Instagram followers right now. Let's get 250 on Instagram, 1,000 on YouTube. Let's go.
Let's get actually fuck the limits. Let's get the amount we want, and let's just exceed that bitch. So how about
Let's
that?
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's break the goal. Let's break the goal. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes, sir.
aim high. You know what? Let's get to 1,000,000 subs by the end of the year. No, I'm playing. That's the energy we need to have, though.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
But anything else you want to say before I end it, bro?
Guys, please, I'm gonna definitely repost this on my Instagram and everything. And hey, we gotta we're gonna grind this year, man. It's 2024, man. We're 6 days in the year. If we don't hit our expectations, we're gonna be so disappointed in ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
If I don't hit 750 subs by the end of the year, I'm quitting you. No, I'm playing. Imagine though. But yeah, Nathan Burnett, episode 54. I think that's it. So I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.